your 11th fall. All right, do any of these stars really need an introduction? As if. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cher, Alicia Silverstone. Alright, watch out for those tennis balls, kids, because there goes your social life. It's Elisa, Donovan, Amber. Yeah! And this piano wouldn't be complete without the man, the myth, the legend, Breckenmeyer.
Yeah, I'm late for class. What's the problem?
You're the first person to bring a prop.
It's my Linus blanket.
Aww. This is so exciting. I'm going to jump right in.
Oh, do we have a sign language thing?
Yeah, we do.
Woo!
Some things never change.
Oh,
Do you guys have a clueless text? Or WhatsApp?
No.
Can we start one? You don't have to put me in it, but.
Yes.
What was your first impression of each other upon meeting?
Oh my
This is
gosh.
so dramatic. I love her so much. I'm so sorry. If you had one shot, one opportunity, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are hectic.
You have to go through on set.
Thank you so much.
What was your first impression of Bracken?
We're ready. I remember meeting all of you at the hair and makeup test, right? And that's when they cut my bangs. I had like long straight hair, and they cut my bangs like this, and like this, and Maria. I don't remember her makeup test. I don't remember the hair test. I remember because they chopped my bangs. So I remember.
You came in with Donald, right? And I remember you being amazing. I remember that. And also I remember Brittany coming in, and she was so great. I don't remember when I met you, Brecken.
But the weirdest thing is apparently we went to high school together.
You and me?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
But you don't remember either?
No, I wasn't popular, but you were. I was told you were at the school, and I never met.
Wait.
At Beverly.
Real life?
Yeah.
No, damn you, how old are you?
I'll be 49 on May 7th. So you guys better text me.
Were you a senior? And I was, no.
No.
Sophomore.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently, I didn't know until we did the movie that we went to high school together.
And she didn't know until
She didn't know until just then.
In the Bay Area. It's fun that, hi guys, we're getting to know each other. I was from the Bay Area, and I moved from the Bay Area to Los Angeles after my freshman year. I don't really remember. But I was there, I only went to Beverly for one semester. And then I got the crush, so I left. But it was such a bum. I was bummed because I got into the dance team. I was so excited to make the dance team. It was such a big deal at Beverly being on that. Well, for
I didn't know they had a dance team.
you did. Were you on the dance team?
I was not on the dance. They did not want me on the dance team. But yeah, this is the first time I've spoken to Alicia. She during the filming, she was allowed to talk to me. Her and Brittany were allowed to talk to either one of them.
So first impressions, everyone positive, anyone by each other? Were you like nervous or just really excited?
I think just excited.
Yeah.
I don't remember being excited, but I was just working and I had no idea what was going on. And I just remember we talked about this a little bit last night, but the boys were always having so much fun. They were, you see how Brecken is, Donald is similar, and if Paul Rudd I think was the same, and they were all living together or something. And so they were just having so much fun, and I was working every single day.
There was a lot more pressure on the women, I think, for sure in general, but you especially, she was obviously in every single scene, or almost every single scene.
And 64 wardrobe changes.
It's really, it's exhausting. And,
Yeah, so sad.
yeah.
So sorry you've been starring a movie. So sorry your world's pretty close. When I hurt my ankle skateboarding in that movie. It still hurts when it rains.
My point was, I didn't remember, I wasn't like, they were just coming in and out, and I didn't get to know them as well, and I'm getting to know them now. It's really nice. Stacey and I knew each other a little bit better because we had more time together.
Each of you, what is your favorite scene? Everyone here has their favorite. What's your favorite that you could watch and rewatch? Just brings you joy.
When you start, when she's in the car and she's freaking out, and then because she's driving and then
When you're on the freeway and James kills him.
I love that scene.
What was it like to actually shoot that?
It was fun. It was really fun. We were on the back of the truck, actually. So, yeah, we didn't really have. But it was really scary to have these big trucks going by. So for me, it was easy to start screaming. I'm a really good driver. So I learned how to drive in New York City. So I'm good.
Oh, God.
It's also really cute when Brecken finally comes and says he's bringing his bomb to her side.
Bomb for charity.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? Any favorite scenes that you can rewatch and just smile?
Well, I love the nervous or social life scene.
I have to say, I've said this before, that when we shot that scene, I understood what I was saying, but I didn't get the joke about balls flying your nose. I was like, something is really funny about this, I guess. Like, it's hilarious. And then about midway through, I went, I understand what the joke is. So,
It's solid. It still holds up.
yeah.
The first scene with Ty and Travis, when Ty and Travis meet each other in the cafeteria line, the Marvin the Martian thing.
Oh, gosh.
My character just did a Brit.
Yeah.
Just because of Brittany in that scene. It's like the cute. Are there kids here? Cutest fucking thing on the planet. It's just, there's something about that scene of the two of them in little flannels. This just kills me.
Yeah. Is there a scene that got edited out that we've never seen that you wish made it in?
The kiss between Donald and I got cut out. Actually, it was a whole other scene. It was a really long
I thought there was something. I remember there was something like in the bathroom, like my hair was teased or something. And that's not. I don't remember what the scene was, but like you two are commiserating, and then I'm like teasing my hair, and you say something, but I can't remember what the.
We have amnesia. I can't remember that. I'm sure it happened.
But nothing, I was gonna say, I don't think anything glaring. Like, there were no big plot lines or anything they abandoned.
Or just
Yeah.
For the most part, it really was the script the script we shot was really the movie, I mean, the heart of the
Yeah.
movie really was. Well, pretty much.
Amy Hepburn. I mean,
Yeah.
really, what are you gonna cut?
Yeah, what are you gonna say? Who out of the core cast would you say at the time was the most similar to their on-screen counterpart?
Donald?
Oh, he's not here, so fair game.
Donald, yeah, I think probably Donald.
Yeah, it was Murray.
But he's smiling.
I would love to say Jeremy Sisto, but that's not true. Elton was just like that.
Just like that.
Probably Donald. The best thing about the movie, by the way, for me, the best thing about filming the movie was they shot it out of order. So when Donald shaved his head, we did that very early on. So for the rest of the movie, Donald had, y'all are very young, a George Jefferson horseshoe ball thing. All he had was, he was Captain Picard. All he had was his hair. So he wore those Kangol hats so you couldn't tell. But when we would be off camera and home, he would every now and then have to take off the hat, and suddenly you have a 50-year-old man playing an 18-year-old kid. So he didn't like that, but I loved it.
So Donald, were you guys like your characters at all? I mean,
Alicia is
no.
probably I think Alicia is probably the girls who are in class now.
We're in class now.
Alicia is probably the least like her character, I would say. No,
Yeah.
and especially during the making of the movie. I mean, that is, I don't like to compliment her, but that is a testament to how good of an actress she is that she is nothing like Cher.
Aw.
So,
Well, I've read that you were not particularly into fashion when you made the movie, but what about the rest of you? Who is the fashionista in real life?
I was
Yeah.
You love
Stacey
that.
just said why she was grinning over here. She said she's the most like her character.
How so?
She's into fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe like fashion.
So you loved the wardrobe, you appreciated it.
I loved it.
Did you get to take any of it home?
No. Not a
Aw.
single thing of it. And wardrobe was a week. It was a week of fittings for the movie.
Wow.
Yeah. 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's more than normal movies you've seen.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I would say that I am not like Amber at all.
No, you didn't.
I mean, I like fashion. I do now, but I don't think at the time. I would say I'm more like Britney's character than mine.
Yeah,
Sure.
very sweet, very innocent.
Well, no, more like a little offbeat. And sort of like,
You don't seem
more
like that now.
flannels than, you know. No, I'm very straightforward.
We have a new person. Okay.
Of all the looks you got to wear in the movie, do you guys have a favorite?
Sorry.
You were 64, famously. Do you have a favorite at all?
Well, I just remember I didn't understand why we were having all these fittings, and I didn't understand the costumes in the movie at all until I saw the movie. So
Yeah, you're like, oh.
because I wore jeans and a green T-shirt everywhere I went, and that was it. That was my uniform, and then a green T-shirt with a little pocket.
It's just your color. It's just your
My color,
color.
I loved it so much. It was probably a Gap, some, whatever. And so I didn't get it at all, and I was inconvenienced greatly by these fittings. And I was coming off of 8 films back to back before that, so I was just tired. And I remember when I saw them, I took Mona with me to see the movie at the there's a cemetery in Los Angeles where they put it out on a big outdoor screen, like a drive-in sort of situation, but it's not driving. And it's a 4,000 people are watching it. And Brecken, you were there.
That was the first time.
And when we saw that, I was sitting next to Mona, and every single time a costume came out, I was like, because I really, again, fully could appreciate I could fully appreciate each, I mean, even when you first see Donald walking with his his pants around his ankles.
Safety pins or pants to the underwear because they're hanging so low that they
And then there's like 3 guys walking that are just, I guess, extras in every single outfit is so great. So that was my experience with the clothes all over again, just how brilliant they are.
And then you guys, over the years, have gotten to sort of step into your characters' outfits. Most recently, we saw you in the Super Bowl. What was that like? Step into those outfits.
I mean, it was a very surreal experience, no? And I felt like, I just remember looking over at you and I was like, where are we? And
Where are we?
Like, what is happening right now?
What decade are we in?
Yes, exactly. They did a beautiful job also of just recreating the set. It was pretty amusing. And the DP was the same, who is the person who shoots the film, Bill Pope. He was so lovely. Yes. Yes.
Bill Pope also shot Clueless and then The Matrix.
Yeah.
Really
Very
similar.
similar, yeah. movie shot you all into immense fame. You were already working on a bunch of movies, but really after that, you guys were the biggest stars. What was that like? Terrifying, exciting, wonderful. You guys answer. First.
It was exciting. It was exciting, you know. Different.
Yeah.
Everything
It was
different.
it was weird. I think it was
Weird.
Yeah, it was an adjustment. It was strange. And then I would always think, well, if it's weird for me, it must be really weird for Alicia because it's like 500 times more. You know, I just felt like it was a lot. And then I started working on these other shows that were just as like 90210 and Sabrina, and it was all of these things that were so big at the time. So it felt like it was odd.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun, but I also feel like it was a lot of sort of, I was nervous.
It's a lot of
I was
attention.
nervous a lot of the time. Yeah.
I was offered weed a lot. Yeah. So we were like, I didn't smoke weed. And I was like, no, thank you. And I was like, oh, don't be a jerk. I'm like, I'm actually not. Just pretending, but yeah.
Such a good actor.
What's that?
You're such a good
Oh
actor.
my God, thank you so much.
So you were doing a bunch of movies.
Yeah, and I had my son, so I was like, you know, people were surprised to see me with a kid. They're like, you know, teenage mother.
Right,
no,
teenage, yeah.
no, I'm actually in my late 20s. I'm not, you know, a teenage mother. Good, because a lot of odd looks.
Yeah.
So you have this 5-year-old.
Sure.
You still look like you're
I know.
just 18.
So-
I remember when we were working together, you told me you were like 28 or something. I was like, what? Impossible. No, it was very overwhelming, the whole thing. And I just got really into my activism, started writing books, so that helped. And I went on crazy, thank you.
Bad health.
It was just too much for us. You know, there was a lot to happen, and there's no school where they teach you, this is what's going to happen to you. And I didn't prepare for it. So I was just a theater nerd who ended up, you know, getting to do this great character in this movie, but I didn't know that that was going to happen, or what was going to, how to manage it. So I went to Africa and did work there. I went to Peru and did work there, like rainforest, elephants, things like this. And then started writing The Kind Diet, The Kind Mama, and really just dove into what was keeping me sane and passionate. I was so passionate about it, I clearly still am. And that was what was real for me. And I sort of was, unfortunately, you know, pushed it all away a little bit. But, you know, then I was able to find a way to do both.
Good.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think, here we are in 2023, although it feels like we're literally in the 90s in this place, why do you think it still resonates the way it does, this movie? It's just, we love it.
Because it's a classic story about teenagers, and we were, the story's, you know, based on.
He knows I'm filming.
And Amy Heckerling's genius is, you know, the chemistry between us, the wardrobe. It's just compelling, you know, and it's beautiful to look at and get immersed in this world. You know, I think it's going to last forever. It's like doing Gone with the Wind or something.
I do think that I mean, yes, Amy is a genius, and she's so specific in her direction, and just the entire, all of the elements worked. And that was the first film that I had ever done, and I just thought, oh, everyone is perfect all the time. Like, it's perfectly cast, it's beautiful wardrobe, the script is brilliant, everyone is nice. Like, oh, this is just how it is. And then you realize, oh no, that was like a magical moment. Like, it was very special that everything came together. It's a really unique situation.
Rocky, you seem like you want to share.
Oh, you stood.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Accidentally invented something. That's the whole meaning.
That's such a reaction to that question.
What?
When that question was asked, you had such
I
a
was
reaction.
literally Gone with the Wind thing. I was thinking
felt before that.
That was it. Yeah.
Even the laughers are
Took
like,
word out of my mouth.
you guys have cell phones in the movie, but it doesn't feel dated still, even though it's been so long. It's just something about it.
It's funny, it was
relevant.
the cell phone thing was like, again, it was just phones.
Flip phones.
That was the difference, like
Yeah.
no one was texting.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, Dion, like when Sharon and Dion
Yeah.
merge, they're just on their phones as opposed to now it would be this.
Do you remember?
This will look up.
Whenever I see those phones, I don't even remember holding one of those.
I
in
don't
my life.
I know.
Flip
I remember
phone?
my BlackBerry, but I don't remember a flip phone.
Yeah, the same
Motorola Yeah. No, I don't remember that, but I remember my BlackBerry.
When you guys,
Me too.
yeah.
I was a late adapter to that. Everyone, I feel like I had a BlackBerry until like yesterday.
Yeah, I was like, not giving up my BlackBerry. I was holding on to it for dear life.
When you guys met Paul Rudd, did you have any inkling he would go on to be People Magazine's sexiest man alive? 2021.
Yeah. Truthfully, yeah. When I met Rudd on the set, I remember because also they were casting that thing you do at one point during Clueless. And I remember Rudd mentioned he was going in, and I was like, well, that's your fucking movie right there. I was like, you are the young Tom Hanks. I mean, you look like the guy, you know. But he was just, first of all, Paul has yellow eyes, which is off-putting and beautiful and creepy and scary. But he has like cat eyes. He's got some weird, like, green yellow eyes. But he's...
You were smoking weed.
But Rudd is, I mean, Donald I fell in love with immediately, and Donald and I are still super tight stuff, but Rudd I'd never met, and he's just so damn charming and dry and funny. And again, when you got the triple threat like that, it's not fair, you know what I mean? He's good looking, but he's also really funny and
really
super
kind.
sweet, like the kindest guy
Yes.
on the
Down to
planet, to the point where you're like, you kill people at night, right? Yeah, like you kill them. No way you have to, just for kicks. But he doesn't, and he's just that sweet. And honestly, when I saw him in Anchorman, I was like, that's Rudd. Like right there, that's what he's capable of. He's that good, you know. So yeah, truthfully, genuine. I mean, but also with everyone, it really, like you said, when you met the cast, Brittany and I auditioned together, and I knew Britt forever, but when we saw everyone, like when I saw Donald, I was like, yeah, of course, who else could it be? Of course, and Alicia and Stacey and Alicia, everybody, especially Britt as well. It really was, again, Stacey said it, Amy Heckerling just knew what she was doing. Look at Fast Time, she directed that and cast that. She knows what she's doing, you know. I agree.
Auditioning with Brittany.
Well, Britt and I played boyfriend and girlfriend on a couple things.
Oh, you did?
And I was tight with someone who played her big sister on a sitcom, and I had no job, so I was around the set a lot. And like, you want to get on camera? And so I played Brittany's boyfriend there, so we were tight already. So when I auditioned, it was nice because anytime you can audition with someone you know, you're just like, there's one thing, one box I can check, I'm comfortable. And Amy, I had skateboarded to the audition, not for fun, but because I was broke. And it's a really, if you don't know LA, it's a really far skateboarding from North Hollywood to Hollywood, where the studio is. So I came in sweaty, greasy, gross, and Amy was like, do you skate? And I was like, a little bit, yeah, a little bit. And it was down to Seth, who's my best friend, Seth Green. Seth Green, Alana Ubach, who was his girlfriend at the time, oddly enough. It was them or Britt and me, and it was just kind of one or the other. Yeah, so it was the four, there were the two couples, and luckily they're not together anymore, so it worked out. But so yeah, Brittany. But no, when I saw Brittany, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the part, but obviously if you don't make the movie with her, don't make the movie. She's that amazing.
Yeah,
she was.
She was.
I always wonder about it. I don't mean to be morose at all about this, but the one thing that really everything bums me out about Brittany not being here, but the idea of what she'd be doing now, because of how talented she was. Again, Brittany could sing like nobody's business, and I look at things like they're doing the movie Wicked now. I hear about that, and I'm like, God, Brittany would be killing this stuff right now, you know, or West Side Story, all that stuff. That's the bummer. Is like we all don't get to see the incredible work she was going to do, which sucks. Anyway, back to Happy Birthday.
Really important and poignant question. How long do you think Cher and Josh would have dated? Until they realized, being siblings and dating is just.
Oh.
Till they had mongoloid babies because
You think they'd still be together?
They're still together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you guys think your characters would have ended up? I think it's a little like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I think that would be Amber.
Amber for sure. Dominated.
Several ex-husbands, like a string of them, and she'd probably be running a fashion company, but not really doing a lot of work.
Right.
So she would hire. It would be her name, but she would hire.
you would have this logo.
Yeah, she would have that logo and just not work that hard.
I think Tiana would be a prime Real Housewife. She would dominate as well.
Amber would be like a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race now. So she'd be like a celebrity, like reality celebrity.
Yes, she would be eating all of that up.
Okay, well, I know that there's some audience questions, so before we get to that, I just want you all to have an opportunity to share something that, we've been looking towards the past, but let's look future, something that's going on for you now or coming up that you want to share with all of us so we can get excited for you.
Well, I'm doing interior design now, which I'm loving. Yeah, it's really fun. And I'm also producing a movie right now that I'm really excited about.
So we'll be hearing more about that
Yes,
soon?
yes.
Okay, great. Exciting.
I had a book come out last year called Wake Me When You Leave. It is a memoir about losing my dad to cancer and how it changed my life and my career and these otherworldly things that I experienced that helped me to heal from that. And that book is being turned into a film that I wrote that I'm directing. So right now it's a small film, so that takes, it takes a while to get the financing together for that. But we have some and a great cast that's coming together, so I'm excited. I'm not going to be in it. And maybe I'll be like...
It'd be weird if they applauded right after that. I am currently reading a book.
Wow.
Is it my book?
It is not your book, but that's on my table. This one has bigger, smaller words, so I gotta work up to your book. We're doing the same. We're doing Robot Chicken, season 400 or something.
Woo!
Did a movie called Quarter that comes out somewhat soon.
Cool.
Keeping busy. And so,
Did you write Robot Chicken?
I do.
Nice.
We've just met, haven't we? You've been on Robot Chicken? Is that right? I feel like a jerk for that. Okay. I know, that's what I mean. I just realized. I think I need to do
Other than
a robot.
His show.
Yeah. All right. Has any of you guys been on Robot Chicken?
I have a movie that just went to Berlin Film Festival that I love with this really cool filmmaker, Jennifer Reeder. It's called Perpetrator. So it'll be out this year. And a movie that went to South by Southwest this year called Mustache, which is a really cool coming of age movie. And Benicio del Toro and I and Justin...
Excess baggage too.
Not Excess Baggage 2, but almost. It's called Reptile. And it's on Netflix and it'll come out in the fall.
Wait, is it about? Is there a killer reptile?
You know,
Oh.
he's a homicide detective, and things are really dirty. And I'm his wife. It's really fun and cool. And Justin Timberlake's wonderful in it, and
Woo!
like really good. And Michael Pitt.
He's friends with Joey.